Hey Aquarius, welcome to your April reading. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back. Let's see what we have for you in April. I will leave information in the description box on how to contact me for personal reading, my services, and what decks of cards I use. So go ahead and check out the description box for information. And let's see what we have going on for you guys. Okay. Aquarius in April. Twin flame, okay. A past life. True love. And we have family. Okay, Aquarius. So you have a lot on your plate. I feel like that. You have a lot going on. I feel like when you recognize a past life connection, which is almost immediately for you, that you automatically dive into and lose yourself in a person. I feel like you have found your true love in this lifetime. You may give a lot of your time to family and friends and, you know, not get as much back as you're giving out, as the Seven of Pentacles is jumping out there. So it's like you're doing a lot of the giving in this lifetime. The Chariot. In this deck, the Chariot, it's about, this is the ruler. She rules both, her dad rules the underworld, her mum rules the outer world, so she can go between both worlds. What I felt when I first seen this is you don't always have to give so much of yourself. It's like, why, Aquarius, why do you do this to yourself? It's like you give and, you know, till you're empty. And I'm sure cross-watchers, some of you might disagree, but it might be you that's giving and giving of your energy until you have nothing left and you're not getting anything back from other people. So I feel like this sort of life, you need to find that true love for yourself. You are a very giving person with this family card here. Because I feel like even your friends are your family, even your work colleagues are your family here. But it's saying giving all this energy, you need another approach, right? So that's what I'm feeling, this why. Stop, Aquarius, stop, you know, draining yourself here when, you know, people are just taking and taking, because they will just continue to take, right? Okay, they're all jumping out. I wanted to break the deck, but they're all just jumping out here. See the Page of Wands turned over. So let's see. I'll put this deck to the side. We'll look at these cards first that are jumped out. Page of Wands. So it's like you always are... I feel like when you've had enough of giving and initiating and reaching out to people, you do put this fence of protection around yourself. So you do end up blocking out the world, but that's because you've ended up giving and giving. And the Chariot's about, look, you need a new approach to what's going on right now, okay? You can't just be giving and giving. You need to learn your lesson here. It is that you are a beautiful being and, you know, that you do give to everybody. It's like you like learning things, but you don't want to keep learning things the hard way, is what I'm feeling, okay? There's only so much growth we can get from learning the hard way. We need to also have the flip side, right? Because it's all about different perspectives. Learn from abundance. Three of Wands and Six of Pentacles. In this Six of Pentacles, in this deck as well, it's all about this self-sacrificing. People don't need you to be in this soup as well, right? This is you, Aquarius, you know, or cross-watcher. This person could have a vegetable soup, but, you know, they're putting the rabbit in as well. So I don't feel like you should be giving and giving until you're on this empty, right? You don't have to self-sacrifice all the time to please other people, because people are never pleased anyway, right? They will take and take and take. Look, this person feels like, yeah, well, I needed to take from this person. It's my right to take from this person. But they could have had the soup without the rabbit in it, right? They could have had other things. They could have received love from you and help from you, abundance from you, without you having to sacrifice you. So I feel like your current lesson here is about changing your approach to relationships. It could even be career here as well. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. So the 9 related to the Hermit is about self, right? And I guess the 9th house is about, you know, that deep thinking that you go into, Aquarius, that like, you know, if I'm putting good out into the world, it'll eventually come back to me. Sometimes we have to go and take some good for ourselves. And I feel like that's what you guys should do. I don't know the singers of that song. Wilson Phillips. Like, why do you lock yourself up in these chains? Your spirit guide here wants you to stop like being self-sacrificing all the time and start taking what you deserve in life and putting these healthy barriers around yourself to protect yourself. You know, because people will just keep taking and taking and expect you to self-sacrifice here. And then you end up on your own and you're like, well, I do okay on my own. I'm fine. I can, you know, survive on my own. It's not an issue. I don't need to take from other people. But you deserve love and respect and abundance from other people, right? So you get that you deserve it. So I feel like you're starting up here a new way of living. The Page of Wands is about initiating. It's like you had to go through this initiating ceremony here. And I feel like, you know, after this last time that you've drained yourself, it's like take a new direction. Okay, take a new direction. If you've blocked somebody out or somebody blocked you, use what you've learned and where you've grown. Expect abundance without self-sacrificing. Expect love without you having to drain yourself, okay? You don't have to do that. So what is wanted from you in this lifetime is for you to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor and other people's labor and to get something back. Okay, guys? The Tower. If you enter into another relationship and do this again, it's like doomed to stay in this same cycle. Only you can change this, Aquarius. It really feels like, okay, at some point we can say, you know, this person has used me and this person was thingy. And then sometimes we have to say, I've been used because I say that like now when I'm on my own spiritual journey, I tell myself, people do to me what I allow them to do to me. So it's kind of that. You may have somebody coming forward who blocked you here before. It might have been that you waited for this communication from somebody and now they come back into your life. I would just be questioning, why are they coming back and coming forward with communication now, right? Okay, let's see. Ace of Cups. They're saying you're my true love. They're recognizing the connection that you knew from the beginning. And there's an opportunity for love if you take a new approach. Don't let people, you know, use you. If this person still wants to use you, you've got to be able to say, no, thank you. The Devil card there. So you've got to be able to say, no, thank you, and allow them to, you know, sort out their own issues here. This person could have addiction issues, codependency issues. So they could be coming back to you because their life isn't going so great now that they've been through a tower moment. That doesn't mean that you have to pick up the pieces for them. They need to learn to do that themselves. Sometimes loving somebody is letting them pick up the pieces themselves. Whether this is a family member, whether this is a boss at work, you know, or a romantic partner. Sometimes, you know, loving somebody is letting them reap what they've sown, right? Okay. The only way somebody can learn is admitting their lesson. So you've got to let them experience something to experience, you know, learn their lesson here. The Seven of Swords. This person who's coming towards you, they seem to have low self-esteem, so they could be, cheat, a liar. If they're an addict, they could steal from you and things like that, as well as your energy. They could steal physical things from you here. You could be like, why have I got this true love that this person is like this? It might not be that they're a thief, but they have low self-esteem, so steal your energy to make themselves feel good, right? You could be asking, if I'm such a nice person, why am I connected to this sort of person? Good question to ask. Why are you allowing this sort of person into your life, right? Why are you allowing them to treat you a certain way? So that goes back to where we started. You need a new approach. If this person, if they come back and communicate with you, you need a new approach. And remember, this can be a family member. For some of you, it's a twin flame connection, where you can't forget them as well. But you're not supposed to just let them walk all over you. And it may be you that has, self-esteem issues with the Seven of Swords, because the swords are about thoughts and speech. So you may be speaking negatively about yourself, and you need to cut that out, okay? Make these changes with the Tower, because the Tower comes in to redirect us when we're on the wrong path. So everything here is like a redirection. Stop doing this to yourself, or, it's okay to be a nice person, but, when we're a nice person, we're not like the winner of our life. We're miscongeniality or something here, when you should be the leading lady or the leading man in your life, right? Two of Pentacles. So you seem to be stuck at the moment. Maybe you are not getting love offers from new people because you still have this unfinished business going on. Or you could be allowing family members to steal your time and, your energy in your life, so you don't have chance for a romance in your life, and thinking, well, I haven't had chance to meet somebody. But when there is a love offer coming your way, and an offer of commitment here, but there's a lot that needs sorting out, I would say. The Wheel of Fortune, we need to turn this around before wanting to get into new relationships, right? We want to work on ourselves. We want to say, if it's ourselves, we want to say, I have these codependency issues, or, I'm only happy when I'm trying to please other people. And in a relationship, I will, ABC. You'll know what you'll do and what you don't do, right? If you might be a perfect person, then you won't have any Tower moments because you've learned everything, right? But the Wheel of Fortune here is saying change is coming. We can choose to change, or we can choose to go round again this wheel and hit this Tower again and be cheated and lied to again, and then wonder why we're being cheated and lied to. It can be family. Some of you, it's a very strong indication that it might be your children or something with the page there. Five of Cups. So somebody is missing you, but are they missing you enough to change? Because if they know that they can come in and do this temperature check, like, hi, I'm sorry, will you forgive me? With only words and no real actions, that will take you around to be going through this sort of energy again. It is the fact that you're very attached to this person, or this person's it's like a trauma bond. To a narcissist, so it might even be a parent who's doing this, right? It could be that this is going on in your soulmate's life and it's affecting your relationship. Seems like there's outside influences that are reflecting on your romantic life very heavily, but that's because you need to put a stop to it. You need to say enough is enough. Like I said, I do this a lot with myself. Like, if I have an issue come up and I tell myself, look, people treat me how I allow them to treat me. Just to keep myself in check, it's the easiest way. I'm quite a lazy person, so we find easy ways to do things and quick ways, shortcuts, right? Productive ways. So, you've got to find which way is working for you. I feel like you get to a point where you miss this person, even though they've treated you badly, because of this trauma bond. And then what happens is you might let them back because you're missing them, or, love them and things like that. Some of you, if you've always cut people off and never gave them a chance, or never asked somebody back, or, you know, like some people say, once somebody does something to me, I cut them off. It might be a lesson of, you know, putting your ego aside and reaching out to them, because maybe you're the one in the wrong, right? It doesn't have to be wrong or right, but I'm just saying maybe a learning curve there in that sort of way. Accelerated emotion here. So we have the Eight of Wands that's saying things are going to speed up now. So this person is really going to come forward, wants to talk to you, especially if you've been waiting a long time. You need a new approach to this person, whether it's family, friends, loved ones, whatever. The universe, it's like a test. You're being watched right now, so you're going to be tested again. This person's going to come in, repeat the same cycle, but are you going to repeat the same action? Are you going to deal with them the same way and expect a different outcome? Because it's crying over spilt milk, isn't it, here at this point? Spiritual union. So they're going to come forward and say, I want to be with you. Heartache and loss. I hate that I'm like the Saturn of the tarot card readers. I feel like I'm quite harsh on you, but I want you to learn this lesson and not let people use and abuse you. Now I can hear the arrhythmics. Some people want to use you. Some people like to be abused. Just be careful of that. It's like I said, it's a trauma bond here. Because if you think about it, people miss their phones. So it's okay to miss somebody and somebody miss you. But if they are, you know, bad for you and not giving you anything back, you've got to be able to learn to say those healthy no's, right? And we've got to be accountable for who we're letting back in to bring this destruction into our life again. And then maybe they'll learn their lesson, and then maybe we could have this spiritual union. But if we try to, you know, let them back without them doing the work, because we're thinking, well, you know, I want to be good to them, I understand them. The universe is watching and is saying, no, there's no shortcuts around this. Yep, this growth will involve pain, because people don't want to do things when they're comfortable. So when they're uncomfortable in pain, then they'll grow, then they'll make the changes. So this heartache, it will serve a purpose. It's happening for you, not to you. Fiona, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Astara, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. Ray, yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being and peace of mind and spiritual growth right now. Francesca, what do you desire right now? What do you want? Visualize it. And it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. So that's that positive thinking. So somebody is like negative thinking. I feel like your spiritual partner might be like on a down, gone through a tower moment, and rather than working through it, they sort of think, okay, I can go back to that person, and they bring all their crap into your life, you know, re-energize off you, and then you're left with the tower and heartbreak, right? Because maybe you don't think highly of yourself either, that you deserve, you know, better than how this person's treating you, regardless if they're your true love, past life, or twin flame here, or family, right? Some people find it very difficult when family are, you know, maybe an addict and keeps coming back to them, keeps using them, and they say, you know what, I swear I'm going to change this time. I felt the worst, and I've been through this tower, and because you love them and care for them and miss them, you know, you want to have hope and faith and believe in them. So, you know, you say, good, I'm here to help you and I'll build you up again. And you do, you nurse them to health and make them feel great again, build up their ego, and then they do the same again and you're left with the heartache. I would go with once bitten, twice shy. You know, it's not such a bad thing to let people learn on their own, guys. Good luck.